What is that in the back? Wait. Do not tell me. We're watching the cartoon. That's got to be him, right? Oh my gosh. No way. That's Elliot, but why is he like leaning like he's a little tipsy? What's going on here? But he has something to drink? What's up, guys, and welcome back to Giggle Land, Elliot's Adventure. As you guys know, this is the new Giggle Land game that just came out, at least some form of it. And in this game, it's got a bunch of secrets, a bunch of endings, and there's one in particular that we're going for. It's called the true ending, and we're gonna be trying to do that in today's video. Actually, we're gonna be doing that. So let's get into this. Okay, so to begin though, if we want to get all the endings, here's where we got to start. Okay, so we've got to actually talk to everyone here, and we're gonna skip past all this because we've already spoken to them. If you haven't seen the first video, go back, watch it, and there's a lot in there, a lot of secrets, a lot of cool things, stuff like that. A lot of disturbing stuff as well. But yeah, we're gonna skip past all these. So each one of these characters though, they want an item. So this guy, you know, wants 3 lemons. They want 4 of watering things, and the giraffe, who is a whippersnapper, as I think they call themselves, they want 5 of cloth, which is kind of weird. Now, what we need to do though is we need to ignore all of that. What we need to get is specific items. So I guess they can hit me. I don't really care. The specific items that we need. I can't speak. The specific items we need though are like a flower and then a blanket. I think it's 2 like very random items. And I remember in the last video we actually found them, and I was like, wait, what is that item I have up there? And I just completely forgot about it. I didn't even like it didn't register in my brain at all. So okay, there's a lemon. No, my guess is though we need to get these. Oh, that's a piece of cloth. It kind of looks like the blanket that we need though. We can get them from these guys. Okay, guys, I have been at this for like a little bit. Look how many items I have. I have 10 shovels, 11 watering thingies, 9 lemons, and 10 pieces of cloth. Like, another watering thing. I've been at this for a while. So what I'm gonna do is, because I don't know exactly what you have to do, I'm gonna go turn these in. Let's do one more run through, and then we'll go turn them in, and we'll see if maybe then I can get the item. Guys, so what I've done is I went back, right, with the 35 items I have extra. I turned them all into them, and we're just skipping past all the dialogue. Obviously, we already read it. Now I'm gonna try to go out there, and I'm gonna hope that it'll spawn in, because I don't know. I mean, I was out there for a while. You can tell. Look how many extra items I have after turning them all in. So we're gonna keep going here. We're gonna go back into this other area, and we're gonna kill some things again, and hopefully, I have a feeling now it'll spawn in. Okay, so what I've done is I went into Shrek Swamp right here, and I'm gonna try talking to them, because I don't know what it is. I cannot get those items to spawn in. So I don't know if maybe we have to go here or what. But look on the top. I've got 31 watering cans. I have been trying this for so long, and I could not get it to happen. So wait, I'm gonna go talk to them, right? Imagine the first one I kill has it. Oh my gosh, I thought that was it. I thought that was it for a second, dude. Okay, so I've actually given up on looking for that other one. So for this one, we'll be back for that other one, hopefully, at least, if I can ever find it. For this one, though, we need to find a 2-headed snake. So in this area, as you guys can see, like these snakes right here, apparently there's one with 2 heads, and if we find it, kill it, we get a flower, and we can give that to the giraffe, which then gives us something. So, or a new ending, I should say. So that's what I'm looking for right now. This is a frog, not a snake. Okay. I need to find this 2-headed snake. So this is probably gonna take forever. Oh, whoa, guys! A blue snake just popped out of this guy. There it is! Oh my God, dude, it has been 25 minutes. Okay, it's been 40 minutes in total. I've been looking for either the flower or the blanket. We finally got the flower. I don't care, dude. I don't care. It's one of them. That's all that matters. I don't know how I'm gonna get the blanket, and I especially don't know how I'm gonna get both of them. This took me so long, okay? But now we avoid the whole Shrek family. Oh, I can't believe we did it. I can't believe that is a miracle, man. Imagine on the way back I get the... Should I even try? I'd be kind of sad if I get the blanket here from one of these 2. Imagine, or I die. Oh my gosh, let me heal. I'm gonna kill him. If I get it, dude, I don't know what to do. I honestly am not gonna know what I'm doing. All right, last group of enemies before we get back to the giraffe. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna kill him, dude, but if I get it, man, I'm gonna be, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be a little lost. The bear, do you have it? No. Okay. All right. We're good. Let's get out of here. Wait, there's one more bear. Hold on. He respawned. I got it. Okay. All right, nothing. Good. All right, giraffe. Look, he's got a question mark. Here you go, buddy. I wonder what you're questioning. Elliot, what do you have there? Is that what I think it is? Oh no, I'm not mad. I'm actually happy you were able to find that. Look, I'm an old horse, get it? You see, I used to be able to grow those in my garden. But with old age, I haven't been able to garden as much as I used to. It's a beautiful flower, isn't it? It has a lot of beautiful properties, too. Well, allow me to take that off your hands, Elliot. You should give things like these to trusted adults, after all. Wait, what do you mean by it's a flower? Why do you need? Wait, that's it? Oh, I'm not mad at you, Elliot. It's just that the flower is very special. You know how sometimes we use plants to heal ourselves? Like when you scrape your knee, we use aloe plant to help it heal. Or when you feel sad, you have some lavender with your tea. Well, this flower helps injuries on the outside and inside. It's very powerful and has very strong healing properties. What's with that concerned look on your face? Oh no, this isn't for me. Old Mabel isn't going to fall that easily. This flower is really helpful for the youngins. They're the ones who need it the most. They hurt themselves too easily and may not always think clearly. So someone or something has to help keep them in line. That's interesting. Okay, so do I just beat the game now, or what happens? I think I just beat the game. I think I go and beat it, right? Okay, anything new? No, there should be a sign. Yep, here we go. And ooh. Oh, it's new. It's new. Okay, last time I think this ended, didn't it? Oh, there's someone. What is that? It's a little. What is that? It hurts. What's a child? Please help me. I can't breathe. I need help. This is a setup. Do something, please. Help me, please. Help me. That's got to be a setup, dude. It has to be. Like, the guy pops out, you go to help him, boom, you're dead, you get stabbed or something. Okay, guys, little update here. First of all, yeah, that's where that ending ends. It's just like a black screen, and that's it. But I've been recording for almost an hour and a half, and I cannot get this blanket to spawn in. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what. I would assume whatever I'm doing is right, because we got the flower, so whatever's up with the blanket, it just doesn't spawn in. I don't know. I think they really need to increase the rate of it spawning in, because it shouldn't take, you know, an hour and a half to be able to get it. You know, that's kind of ridiculous. But also I could be missing something, so I don't know. But either way, though, what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm just going to watch the endings. People have uploaded them. We're going to react to them instead, because I wouldn't be able to get both of them no matter what. Like, even if I got the blanket right here from this guy, to be able to go back and get the blanket and the skull or the flower, it would take literally, I mean, what? It's been an hour and a half, so it would take either another hour and a half, 2 hours, 3. It could honestly take forever. So we're gonna go ahead and react to them, and let's see what they have in store for us. Okay, so on screen now, this guy uploaded the endings from what I can see. I'll link him in the description down below. Please go head over there, tell him thank you, stuff like that, because obviously you wouldn't be able to watch this without him. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so here we go. This game was discovered by the community with many secret ending scenes. Okay, so this is one of them. Ooh, whose grandpa is that? Interesting. Guys, can we get a grandpa emoji in the comment section down below? Oh, so you have to get out of here. Oh, so he gives you like a decoded message, or a message, you have to decode it. There's going to be something to her? Oh, they're going to do something to her. If he faces her, we'll never see her again. You two need to leave quickly. Oh, pack your things and head out with K, C, and M? I don't know if this is fully correct. They'll be waiting for you near the back of the barn at 1 a.m. So are they talking to Elliot and Ella, whoever this is? I wish I could protect you, but they will. What is going on? Keeps watching me. It keeps watching me? He senses my fear. If I go, he'll follow. So either they're talking about Elliot, like the evil version of him. I'll keep him distracted for however long it takes. They gotta be talking about like this evil Elliot. Raise her to have a normal life. And that's Ella? I promise we'll both be a family again. Ooh. I don't know when, but we will. I love you. Ooh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so fatal exception, memory access violation, system error. That was the kid version of, that's the kid version of Elliot crying. That's the child that we found and when we got the flower ending. Oh my god, wait, he cut him up. He cut him to pieces. And this is that child. It hurts. Please help me. So this is the one that we got. I can't breathe. I need help. Do something, please. Help me, please. So he grabs that child and cuts it up into pieces like he did the younger version of himself. An error has occurred during playback. Hold on. Player entity failed to register incoming damage. Debugging required. Issue persistent across multiple instances. Please investigate using the dev build. So this dev build right here, I should mention this before we continue. There's a download for this, right? But it's very sketchy. And I get the purpose of this game is to be a virus, and you know, it's supposed to be very sketchy and very weird. But this one was a little too sketchy. Like the website was very weird. I went there, I decided to download it. My brother downloaded it as well. And then I loaded on I tried unzipping the file, and my computer gave me a weird error message. And then I looked up the thing that was in it, and it said it could be a virus. I was like, I don't know. I spent like 2 hours yesterday thinking I had a virus, trying to get rid of it. I don't think I have one, but either way, it's cool when they do stuff like this, right? When you have to download like this dev build and they make it seem like a virus, but there's a small chance, right, that it could be a virus. Like, we don't know who the dev is of this game. They're very secretive, and while that's cool, I think it's going to stop a lot of people from getting this ending that we're about to see, because you have to have the dev build, you have to go to this sketchy website, you have to have this weird download that your computer's like, I don't know about this one, you know, I don't know about this one, fellas. And I just think if they're going to do something like this, they need to just upload it on Steam and just do it that way. But I think a lot of people are not going to get this ending, which is kind of sad, but myself included, because I'm not getting a virus. So what's this? Oh, this is the ending for the flower and the blanket. Hello there, Elliot. Nice to see you again. You've been helping a lot of people, haven't you? Mr. T. Wait, Mr. T! What a kind boy you are, Elliot. I wish people were as kind and helpful as you. You've helped me so much over these years. Why, you even got me all the supplies I needed to restore our garden. But alas, our work is not done. Some seeds need to be planted, and we must ensure they grow properly. Could you bring me those seeds, Elliot? We must purify them from the evil sorcerer. Interesting. So wait, wasn't Mr. T the name of the counselor from the last video? Or am I mistaken? Okay, so this is the ending that we got, right? You did it, Elliot. You finally took care of the sorcerer. Yeah, so this is the one that we saw, right? Yeah. Okay, now this next one is crazy. What did you do to the sorcerer? I don't know what this is, but from what my brother was telling me, this is insane. Okay, so there's... Oh, we're watching the... What's that in the background? What is that in the back? Wait. Do not tell me. We're watching the cartoon. That's got to be him, right? Oh my gosh. No way. That's Elliot, but the... Why is he like leaning like he's a little tipsy? What's going on here? But he has something to drink? Who is this? Yeah, that's Elliot from the actual Steam page version of him. Okay, and then this is what we've already seen, just the show. Secret Google Drive link. What's this? Okay, so... Oh, okay, so that's how they get that link. This link opens the Google Drive with Debbie's diary. Ooh. Oh, we got a diary with stuff in it. Hold on. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through this. Wait. Hold on. He's going a little fast here. So Debbie's diary, first of all, on the page 1, we've got Debbie and a bunny. Debbie and... Okay, that's... What is that? Interesting. It's like a fawn or whatever. December 1st, 1990. Hi, diary. My name is Debbie. I am 8 years old. My Uncle Terry gave me this diary so I can write about my feelings, and he says... turn them into something positive. He said it can be a good way to express myself when I feel sad or happy or any feeling. I live with my Uncle Terry and his friends in a barn. Well, there are houses around. Oh, so Terry's who we just met. Yeah, that's who we just talked to in the other ending. But I like going to the barn the most because there are animals there. We have cows, chickens, pigs, horses, and sheep. Sometimes we even see stray cats and dogs around the barn. But Uncle Terry says we can't keep them because they may be sick and infect the barn animals with rabies. I wish we could pet the dogs and cats we find. They are so cute. I like my new home. There are a lot of kids I get to play with, and Uncle Terry always invites new kids to stay and play with us. He really likes making sure what? We're all happy. Oh, hold on. Whoa, wait a minute. That's weird. We're all happy. I like school a lot more, too. We don't get homework. We get to read and work on projects together and draw, and it's lots of fun. Sometimes we even get to help take care of the barn animals, but P.U. do they stink. Uncle Terry says I'm a good kid. He says he'll do everything he can to make me happy and make sure I have lots of fun. I like when he teaches me to draw. I hope I can be as good as him someday. I have to go help make dinner now. Bye, diary. Okay, and then we go to something else here. Hold on, what is this? My name is Debbie. Oh, she got like detention or something, right? Because don't they say, like, isn't that like detention where, like, you have to write your name over and over again, like a sentence over and over again? December 3rd, 1990. I like the school a lot better than the one I went to. At my old school, a lot of kids bullied me for being different. They made fun of my art, and the teachers would make me sit through boring meetings with bad people. Everyone is really nice here. On my first day, I met my best friend, Jessica, Abby, Eve, and Mary, who are super nice to me. We share snacks at lunch and play on the swings during recess. And the teachers are really nice, too. They teach us things like positive reinforcement and grounding exercises. No one is ever mean or bullies anyone. We're all friends. Oh, that's great. We even get to draw with Uncle Terry and his really cool friends. Today, someone new joined our class. His name is Simon. Wait, Simon? And he's really cute. He's really shy, like I was when I first started, but I think he's starting to like it here. We let him play on the swings with us and even get to play tag with Chris, Mark, and Donnie, or Danny? Huh. Why does Simon sound so familiar? Whoa. I hope I can play with Simon some more. So we have Jessica, Abby, Eve, Mary, Chris, Mark, and Donnie. So wait, these are all animals, though. So I don't understand, because he says on Terry's farm, they have animals, but then these are animals. Wait, they're wearing masks. I just realized, look, they each have a mask on, I think. Doesn't it look like a mask? Like, look at the, maybe that's just how she drew it. But that one especially, like, look, there's like, I mean, it could just be, I'm interested to see, like, if she's interpreting them as animals, but they're actually humans. That would be very interesting. Me, Simon. Okay, December 7th, 1990. Uncle Terry is making a TV show, and I get to draw for it. He came into our classroom today and told us we'd be able to help him making the show. He said it's a cartoon that will be aired on TV like the ones we watch at dinner time. We got split up into groups, and I'm in group B, which means I get to draw and learn how to do this thing called animation. Uncle Terry says animation is making drawings move, which is really cool. I'm kind of sad that Simon isn't in my group. He's in group A, which means he's going to write the stories and what the characters say. He really likes doing that more than drawing. I don't know why, though. His drawings are really good. He keeps saying they aren't, but I know they are. He likes watching me draw and always says mine are better, but I want him to know his drawings are good, too. I wish we could draw together. Wait, so what is this? This is interesting. There's a lot of lore here. I'm surprised. Like, look, this is, oh my gosh, this is a lot. December 10th, 1990. I started drawing with Uncle Terry and his friends. Today, I helped with creating characters. Uncle Terry is drawing the main character, which is a farmer who has a similar name to Uncle Terry. So our group focused on making the side characters, which will be talking farm animals. See, they have to be humans, right? Uncle Terry is who we met in the game. What is happening? Okay, so our group focused on making the side characters, which would be talking farm animals. The story reminded me a lot of the Winnie the Pooh cartoons we watch at lunchtime, and Uncle Terry says we should draw the characters like them. Uncle Terry thinks it's a good idea for me to draw the characters a lot so I can practice animation. This is Rory, and he's a rabbit. He's not really a farm animal, but Uncle Terry said he really likes his design. Uncle Terry says he thinks Rory would be like the class clown at the farm by pulling pranks and causing mischief. Uncle Terry said Rory is... So yeah, these are... I mean, Winnie the Pooh, this has to be a human saying this. It's not an animal. And they did a show based off of these animals. Still a good guy, but he has a big personality and wants everyone to play. This is Shay, and he's a sheep. Uncle Terry worked... Look at that face. That looks kind of weirdly human. Uncle Terry worked with me a lot on this one and had me write about sad things in my sketchbook. He said it has to help my creative process and use the darkness to make something light. I wrote about how I used to be alone and that I didn't feel like I belonged. Uncle Terry said I felt like a black sheep, alone from the herd. I guess I did feel like that a lot before we moved here. He helped me come up with a design and told me he thinks Shay could be a good character for others who felt like me. Uncle Terry says the cartoon will show how Shay learns to keeps to himself, and I think that's really cool. Shay learns to like himself. Oh, I can't read, dude. December 11th, 1990. I did animation today, and I don't know if I really like it. It was a lot of work. I like drawing in something, the same thing sometimes, but I had to do it over and over and over, and it had to be just right, or else I would have to start all over again. Uncle Terry was really nice to me, even when I got sad. I didn't realize how many times I had to draw the character, and I got really embarrassed because it felt like I was the only one messing up, and everyone else was so good at it. Uncle Terry didn't get mad at me when I cried, and even went to get me some cookies to make me feel better. He said I did really good, and that I tried my best, which is what mattered most. Also, Uncle Terry's a really nice guy. He let me switch to Group C, which just focuses on drawing characters and backgrounds. I like this group, and I'm with Jessica. She really liked my characters, and she made some cute ones too. She likes drawing real people, but I like animals. They're cuter anyways. So yeah. It's starting to come together here. It's really starting to come together. I just can't believe how much they're revealing in this. This feels like a lot. While before it can be brought to her, While before it can be brought to her, since she's really contagious, I hope she feels better soon. We can play again. Feel better, Abby. So Abby got a sickness. I wonder if it's that rabies that they were talking about, but it can't be. I don't know. December 17th, 1990. School started again today. I was really smart. It was a really small class, though. Uncle Terry says some of the teachers have to help take care of the sick kids, so the classes are smaller, so the teacher doesn't get overwhelmed. I had my class with Jessica, but Simon, Mary, and Eve were in a different class. We kept working on the cartoon Uncle Terry is making. Since Abby is still sick, they're moving Jessica to Group D, which is the actor group. They're having Jessica act as some of the characters that Abby did, so the cartoon can still be made in time. Jessica said she really liked doing the voices. It was like playing pretend, and she got to voice one of her characters, which was a pig named Pearl. She's really funny and likes to play just like Jessica. I stayed in my group today and did a few more drawings since one of the other kids, I think his name was Ben, was still sick too. He was making background characters like chicks and birds. As I got to draw those today, I like drawing main characters more, but this was fun too. So people are starting to get sick, and they're all working on this cartoon. I hope everyone feels better soon. The adults are really worried that the sickness will spread, and I really hope it doesn't. I like going outside and playing with everyone. So my guess is this is that rabies that they were talking about, but it's probably not rabies, right? I mean, I'm so excited. Uncle Terry told me to go to the fair with him and his friends this weekend. He said it's a special trip for the kids who worked really hard on the cartoon, and that we're going to put on a play based off of the cartoon he made. I'm really excited to go. I haven't gone outside the area much. I mean, I go outside for recess and to help at the barn, but I haven't been able to explore outside of that. Ah, that's interesting. Uncle Terry says kids like me can't go outside without adults because it could be dangerous and something really bad could happen. I don't want anything bad to happen, but he says the fair will be a lot of fun. That's interesting. So they're keeping them contained. Very weird. I'm a bit sad that not everyone could go. I know Abby still isn't feeling well, so she can't come with us. And Uncle Terry said that all the kids can't go because there are not enough adults to watch them. I'm trying to keep my excitement hidden from everyone because I don't want anyone else to feel bad about not going. Yeah, no, this is strange. This is very strange. But Jessica and Simon are going, and that's really exciting. Jessica and I are going to play as a character we made. Jessica is going to play Pearl, and I get to play Rory. I thought Simon would be playing as Shay, since he shares a lot of similarities with him, but he's actually going to be a writer for the play. He gets to write the scripts for us and direct us on where to go and how we should say our lines. Simon says he's going to be helping Uncle Terry a lot with directing, and he's scared that he won't do well. I told him about what happened with me and animation, and that as long as she tries his best, that's what really counts. As long as she tries his best, that's what really counts. Jessica keeps teasing me and saying I have a crush on Simon. I don't think I do. I mean, he's really nice and I like hanging out with him, but he's a friend. Besides, I don't think he likes me back. I think he just likes me as a friend anyways, so I shouldn't think about it. I have to focus on the play. Yeah, they're really building up to this play and this show. December 21st, 1990. We just finished our dress rehearsal today, and it was a lot of fun. The teachers helped make the costumes, and I really liked mine. It was a bunny onesie with a scarf, and it was so soft and fluffy. See, they're playing animals in the show, so these are actual people, I think. I even got a mask with bunny whiskers. Yep. So they're picturing all these people that we've been seeing as animals. Interesting. I think Jessica was jealous of my costume because all she got were cardboard ears, a mask with a snout, and a big pink suit with curly tail. Wait, I just remembered. In the earlier screenshots that we got of this on the Steam page, it shows like, like where you get dressed to like go onto a play, and that's where we saw our main character. She was there. So yeah, this amusement park that we were going to in the game relates to this show, which has a play in it, which relates to whatever's going on here. Interesting. I keep trying to tell her I liked it, but she didn't want to talk during dress rehearsal. I hope she's not mad at me. For some reason, we all had to wear masks, which were kind of uncomfortable because they kept falling a lot. The adults said they didn't want to paint our faces since the costumes are really warm and may melt off with the sweat, so we need it to wear masks. I don't know what it said. I could tell Terry was getting mad each time the mask fell off, so they're going to tape the strings off the mask. Tape the strings of the mask in front of our ears now. It was pretty uncomfortable, but Uncle Terry said that's the price for performing and that we're going to have to do things what? I cannot believe how much is left that make us uncomfortable to achieve our goals. I don't really understand what he meant, but I know better than to go against Uncle Terry's says, especially since he's always right. I had to repeat my lines a lot, which wasn't as bad as having to draw the same thing over and over again. I got really tired of jumping around in the costume, though, because it got so warm and I almost passed out. I'm okay now. Uncle Terry made sure I drank a lot of water and ate a lot of fruit during breaks. Simon said I did a good job and he liked my costume. It made me feel really happy when he said that. I wanted to tell Jessica, but she was still pouty today, so I didn't bother. We're going to the fair tomorrow, and we will be performing the play. It's really fun. It's about how the main character, Farmer Terry, meets the talking animals on the new barn he got and has to learn to be a good farmer. It's really funny because the teacher who plays as Farmer Terry makes a lot of silly mistakes, like falling over the animals or using the farming tools wrong. So it's up to the animals like me to help learn how to be a good farmer. Uncle Terry says the episode is about making new friends and how good it feels to all work together on one goal. I'm not sure why Uncle Terry isn't playing the part of the Farmer Terry. He says he's not much of an actor and likes to be behind the scenes to direct us, but the main character's name is almost like his. He would have been perfect for the part. That's a little okay. December 22nd, 1990. The fair was awesome. I had so much fun being on stage and playing as Dory, or I forgot the name. It's so hard to read this. It's so tiny. I know for you guys it's going to be bigger. I was really nervous at first because there were a lot of people who wanted to watch us. There were a lot of kids with their parents, and it made me scared to do badly. Jessica was really nervous too. She even apologized to me before we went on stage because she felt bad for being so jealous of my costume and how much attention I was getting. I feel bad because I want Jessica to know how great she is. She's one of my best friends after all. Simon wasn't on stage with us when we performed. He had to be backstage with Uncle Terry to help people change into costumes and direct them on where to go. I didn't get to talk with him much unless it was about stage directions. Simon seemed really nervous directing. I think he was shaking, and I know Uncle Terry whispered a lot to him, but he did great. He really helped us a lot. Everyone seemed to really like the performance. I did my best to remember my lines, but I did stutter a few times. It can be really scary when everyone is watching you, but I got to make people laugh when I said my lines. I was scared they were laughing at me when that happened, but Uncle Terry told me that they were laughing with me and that I did good. I think Jessica was more nervous than I was. She even tripped a few times on stage, but everyone tried to play it off as just part of the performance. So I hope she knows how great she did. We got a lot of applause when we looked at the end too, something at the end. So we did really good. The teachers who with us went to talk with the families and children who watched us. We wanted to talk with the kids too, but Uncle Terry said we had to get ready to head home. I was pretty sad because I wanted to go on the ride with Simon and Jessica, but Uncle Terry said we couldn't stay too long or else we would get sick like the others. I understand why. Oh, we'd get sick like the others. What? It did make sense. It did make me sad. I know a few of the other kids in the play wanted to explore the fair too, but Uncle Terry got really strict and told us he was doing this for our own protection. He said we could get really sick on the rides and we couldn't even go on the rides because we all had to stay in our costumes. What? What is happening? He told us again that we all have to get used to doing things we don't like to make everyone happy. He says we can't be selfish because that's not the right way to be. A lot of us understand what he meant, but I know some of the kids, like Jessica, were pretty upset about it. But we knew that we can't go against Uncle Terry. He always knows what to do, even if we don't like it. So this fair, this must be what we've seen on the Steam page, right? December 28th, 1990. Today was so busy we didn't even have school today. Uncle Terry told us that a lot of kids are going to be moving into the barn today, huh? So our classes had to be canceled so we could show the new kids the ropes. What? I wasn't able to meet some of the kids, but I recognized some of them from the fair. Uncle Terry made me and Simon helpers today, so we got to help show groups of kids around, like what classes we have at school. Now we help around the farm, and we even get to show them the grown-up stations where all of Uncle Terry's friends live. Uncle Terry's friends are really creative. They have a lot of drawings taped on walls and sketchbooks everywhere, and it was kind of messy but really cool. The new kids were really nice. I made friends with some girls. I think their names were Monica and Christina. Some boys were nice, like Freddie and Penn. Trey hung out with Simon more. Simon seemed really nervous being around everyone, but I did my what? Best to help keep him calm. He smiled at me a lot. Whoa. Oh my gosh, dude, there's so much here. He smiled at me a lot today, which made me really happy. At the end of the day, even Monica and Christina were teasing me about liking Simon. Uncle Terry says there may be more kids coming this week. I'm glad to make new friends, but I'm really tired. I did a lot of talking and walking today. Luckily, Uncle Terry said the helpers didn't have to do barn chores this week, which I'm really happy about. December 29th, 1990. Simon finally told me why he was worried yesterday. He told me, I don't know what that says. He told me, he hasn't been sleeping well because he hears weird noises at night. He doesn't know what they are, but he says they sound like screams and loud bangs. Oh no. Apparently the sounds gave him nightmares and he's been really scared to sleep. I helped Simon tell one of the teachers who told us we should go talk to Uncle Terry about it. Simon seemed really scared to talk to Uncle Terry, but he wouldn't tell me why. He was really nervous, so I told him he could hold my hand when we walked if he needed to squeeze it. He was a bit nervous at first, but then he held my hand and squeezed it a lot. His face was really, really red when he did that. It was cute. Anyway, we found Uncle Terry and See, they like put two words together, Terran, it looks like, Terry in the barn, and had to help Simon explain what he was afraid of. Uncle Terry was really nice about it, and he wasn't mad at us for talking with him about it. He told us that, what did it say? He told us that when there is a full moon, the what? The animals can get really rowdy and make a lot more noise. Yeah, I have a feeling these animals aren't animals. We tried to ask why that was, and Uncle Terry said that there are legends from long ago about the moon having strange powers over animals. He says that the moon was once seen as a great watcher over the animals, and that each phase can cause the animals to act in different ways. Uncle Terry told us that not to worry, and that if we get scared, we should keep writing our feelings down and try to use that negative energy to make something positive. I hope I helped Simon feel better. Uncle Terry smiled at him a lot, and I think he just wanted to make sure he was doing okay. I walked Simon back to his cabin, and he thanked me for coming with him. He was scared to go alone, which I didn't really understand because I knew Uncle Terry wouldn't get mad at him. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Uncle Terry might be hiding something. He said holding my hand really helped, and that made me happy. I'm going to check in on Simon later today. Maybe we can do some drawing together after dinner to help him feel better. Yeah, totally. Why not? Oh, should I grow out my hair? Simon was here. See, but here, she's an animal. So I think she's just like picturing herself as an animal, but she's not. Wish I had pretty clothes. Because it all relates to the show and to the play, right? Oh my gosh, how much is left? Look at how much this is like a full-on novel we're reading here, guys. May 7th, 1997. Oh, this is way in the future. Terry gave me this new journal to start writing down some ideas of the cartoon I told him about. This one was different from the ones we had been working on with Farmer Terry. Oh, okay, this is a new one. Not to say that one is bad, but I really like this new idea Simon and I thought of. He seemed to really like it and says his friends would be interested in making it. I'm just glad I'm not animating anymore. I know he really wanted me to like it, but I'm sorry, I just can't do it. It's so tedious, especially when Terry still makes us do it hand-drawn. Then puts it in the computer like it's so much work. Mentioning the computer, we know that, the virus thing, stuff like that. I'm happy to see Simon excited to write the script. We still have to figure out what the first episode should be about. We got the characters down at least. A boy and a girl in elementary school. A boy and a girl in elementary school. Learning how to better themselves. I'm just glad Simon is okay with the characters not being human. I never liked drawing humans anyways. Too complicated, and they always looked wrong. Animal ones just are better anyways. It's coming together now. We're learning. Okay. Elliot and Ella, here we go. May 10th, 1997. Simon and I got to meet today to discuss the episode. This is so hard to read. The show's going to be about the two characters overcoming problems like bullies, troubles at home, and how to better each other. I really like the character designs we made. It's funny. They kind of remind me a lot of us. The boy is a shy cat. I can't read what that says. Literally, it's impossible. Struggles with talking to others, but wants to make a lot of friends. He always second guesses himself and keeps thinking people don't like him when that couldn't be further from the truth. He's so sweet, always makes sure everybody's happy, selfless, and does all he can for those he cares about. Even when it hurts him, the need to learn how to set boundaries, though, he keeps feeling like he's never enough no matter how many times people tell him he's great. I wish he could see that in the way I see him. He needs to feel confident in himself because he's great just the way he is. I think it makes sense why he's a cat. Quiet, keeps to himself, and only opens up to those he really cares about. So yeah, the show's about them, these two. The two real characters, which probably are going to relate to who we're playing as in the park or, you know, at the end of the game. I don't know. The other character is a girl who isn't afraid to be herself. She's confident and knows what she wants, and she isn't afraid to get her way. But she also needs to realize that being brave and bold is one thing, but sometimes it can be too much for people. She may accidentally push people away because she's so headstrong in her ways and doesn't like when things don't go her way. That's why she's a dog. She's playful and something, but she likes to be in her own world. I think these characters are going to get along very, very well. They remind me of something, so I don't know what they said, and have to learn to balance each other out while going through their something. I hope the kids like it. It's like, this stuff is cool, right? But I wish I could have just downloaded this myself. If it wasn't like, you got to go to a Discord, and then you got to go here, and then you got to go to a sketchy website. Like, this stuff is so cool. I just wish they did this better. Like, I know, you know, they want to make it seem all mysterious and, oh, sketchy link. It's like, come on, dude. I wish I could just read this in full quality. May 11th, 1997. Can't name the characters ourselves. Cat. Tabby. Oh, so they're thinking of different names. Terry wants to design the something and should be bright and colorful. Mark, Donnie, Kenny, Elliot, Luke, school uniform. So they're talking about how they want to design them. Dog, golden retriever, bright, colorful, stand out. Ella, Goldie, Jess. Okay, so they're thinking of the different names. Pilot episode. Start simple so the series can grow over time. What do school kids go through? Learning to share, how to deal with bullies, divorce, or at young ages. Why fighting is bad, controlling emotions. Remember, this is for kids. Yep. It's all coming together now. This is so strange that they're revealing all this right now. Should they have something? Pants? Give him pants. Yeah. And then they're just talking about different design ideas. Should they have hair? Make them bald. Okay, yeah, it's all coming together. So they're designing them. May 18th, 1997. So we're still in 1997. Terry, his friend Simon, and I finally did a reading of the script together. We even got Jessica, Mike, and Mary to help us with doing some of the bully characters. We decided the story should be about how kids should deal with bullies. The main characters are Elliot and Ella. Terry really liked Elliot, having one L in his name. Not sure why. Why did Terry like having one L in it? That's weird. Elliot is getting bullied by some older kids, and Ella has to help Elliot be brave to stand up to them. However, Ella is also protective of Elliot, so she wants to get back at them. Oh, so Elliot has to help her realize she can't stoop to a low level. You guys have been saying that Ella is the one behind all of this, right? And that Ella's like not real, but I mean, she is in this at least. Terry approved of the character designs. He really likes the something we're using, the colors we're using, and thinks they'll stand out, and he likes that the style is different from what we did for Terry's vegetable patch. Terry wants to focus on a new show as he thinks Terry's vegetable patch is close to ending. I'm kind of sad by that. It was my first show I got to work on, and it was really special. But Terry said the kids want something new and fresh, which I can understand. I'm still amazed by how the animators are able to work, even when they're still doing 2D and hand-drawn. It looks so good. I love the facial expressions they make. Okay, what else do we got here? Dude, this is... No, I don't know what that says. They move so smoothly. Oh, and effortlessly. I wish I liked animation. It must feel amazing when you go and do it right. I wonder if this feeling of pride is what Terry felt when he first started making his cartoons. It was fun seeing Simon getting invested in it too. He's really critical of himself for some reason, and I don't understand why. Even Terry had to tell him that he's doing great and doesn't need to stress so much. I hope Simon knows how talented he is. Everyone else can see it, but him, and it's annoying. May 20th, 1997. I don't have any other journals right now to write in, and we got the cartoon approved, so I think no one else should see this. I always remember what Terry said about how great your journaling is and why you need to do it to process your feelings and make something great. I finally have to admit it. I like Simon. Oh, it took you long enough. Looking back at my writings and notes, it's so obvious. I know it is, but it feels really good to just state it now. After the script reading, Jessica and Mary kept telling me it was so obvious I liked him. It was so embarrassing. God, even writing this now, I feel my face getting red. I don't even know if we're allowed to date like we are. Like, what? I don't even know if we're allowed to date like we all grew up together, and he may not even like me back. So why am I stressing about it so much? How do you even confess you've had a crush on someone for so long? Like, isn't that weird? I like being his friend. I'm scared I'm going to ruin things. I really like working with him too. I just I don't know, that he's so self-conscious of his work. I just hate that he's so self-conscious of his work. He always tells me how great my art is, but I need him to something, blocked by the bottom. Be happy is all. I just need him to be happy. So Simon is, not a happy guy. Ugh, I'm exhausted. Even when working on the show, Terry still wants us to do our work. I understand why, but I'm just so tired. It's so dark outside too. Like, this feels like the first time I got to sit all day. Of course, I have to take care of the animals in the morning and then redo the work the kids messed up. Seriously, how do you not know where to stack the hay or how to harvest the eggs without crushing them? But of course, I have to be super gentle when talking to the kids because then they'll get sad if you raise your voice, and it's like I'm not even mad at them. It's just frustrating having to do more work on top of what I'm already doing. Then I have to help the teachers control the kids during school hours. And some classes are fine, but then there are others that just give me a headache. I hate saying that. I love these kids like they're my own siblings, but my God, this is the hardest part of reading this is there's no like punctuation. There's like some, but then there's not. Like it's so, I don't know. Okay. So classes are fine, but then there are others that just give me a headache. I hate saying that, but I love these kids like they're my own siblings, but my God, they get so hyper before recess. And I can't blame the teachers for getting frustrated sometimes. Sometimes it feels like I have to calm the teachers and students, and it feels like I'm the adult sometimes, which can feel really overwhelming. I wish this was easier to read. It's so blurry, tiny, and like the everything like blends together with how the handwriting looks. I think Simon knew how tired I was since he offered to take up cooking duty, which was really nice of him, but I really can't tell if he feels the same way I do. I think we flirted today, but maybe he was just being really nice because we joke about how it felt like we would be cooking how it felt like he would be cooking me dinner, taking on the role, and he said he didn't mind that. And I can't tell, do you like me or are we just friends? What are we? I feel my headache coming back. Maybe I should just turn in for the night. I know Terry says when we have these negative feelings, to just let them out and then make them into something positive. But sometimes I don't want to create something, sometimes I just want to scream everything out and then go to bed. Is that so bad? Sometimes say like that sentence. I don't know. Something I don't want to create. Okay, so May 25th, 1997. I feel like I'm not doing enough with the cartoon. Terry told me there's nothing else for me to do since I did all the character concepts and background art, but I don't like not having anything to do. Now it feels weird just sitting there watching his friends animate when I can't do it. Terry gave me today to rest. He must have saw how tired I was yesterday. I can't even see Simon since he's been working with Terry on editing the script for voice actors. I feel bored. I wish I could go outside with the runners. The runners? Is that what that says? But Terry told me I'd have to wait my turn. I feel like he's been saying that for years. When does my turn come? What would happen if I did leave the farm for a few minutes just to walk? Is that so dangerous? What's the worst that could really happen? Ooh. I think some of the kids are feeling it too. They like asking the teacher to play further outside, but they're way too young to go by themselves. I asked Harry about field trips for the kids, but he says that just can't happen. I asked why we couldn't go to the fair, like when I was younger, but he says, there's a mosquito, oh no. But he says that was for something different. Ah, okay. Thinking back on it now, that does make sense. We did a play, we didn't really go to explore. Yeah, there's more than that though. You would on a regular field trip, but he doesn't want field trips for the kids no matter what. Is it wrong to feel upset by that? Like, I can understand it's for the kids, but why not us? Jessica and I have wanted to go out for so long, like even just to do some shopping. I don't even need to explain how old these clothes are and how ugly they are. But Terry says we're being selfish if we wanted to shop for ourselves. He says the runners go out to get supplies for the group and helping to make sure everything is taken care of. They don't get to do personal something errands. And then we get a whole lecture about why we need to go look out for others. And my God, it was so boring. I just wish we could go do more. I just wish we could do more than stay on the farm every day. May 28th, 1997. I'm warned about the classes I've been helping. It seems like every day a couple of kids are absent. Some kids come back, but others have been gone for over a week. I try reaching out to my guardians, to the cabin guardians? What the heck? But they just tell me the children are sick and need their rest. Are they that sick that I can't even stop by for a couple minutes to check in? Yeah, no, something's happening here. I brought it up to Terry, and he told me that I shouldn't worry so much. He remembers when I was little that a lot of kids got sick, and it was usually from adjusting to the new environment or getting sick from the germs from the animals. But for weeks, I don't think that's right. But Terry keeps telling me not to worry about it and that the kids will feel better soon. I hate how they write Terry. Look at that. Look at how Terry, it looks like it says 10 or like Ben. Like, it's the worst writing of Terry I've ever seen. Anyways, I asked Terry about Abby because she never came back after she got sick. Terry told me that Abby was a special case and that she needed to go back to her town to get treated. I asked where she went, but Terry told me he doesn't remember. He just knows she got in critical condition and they couldn't take care of her here. He swears he told me when she left, but I don't remember any of that. I never knew where Abby went that day. And yeah, now I can't even know where she is. He told me Freddie... I like how, dude, the more we go through this video, the blurrier and blurrier it gets. He told me Freddie should be recovering soon, which I had forgotten about. Honestly, the past few days have just been so hectic, I haven't thought much about him. I haven't even had the time to ask Simon how he's been. Maybe I'm worrying for nothing. Interesting. May 30th, 1997. Terry, did you read my journal? Now I get to help the runners. Oh, hold on. Now I get to help the runners, and I'm going with Simon. What? I'm so happy about it, but it's also really embarrassing. Does Terry know that I like him? Is that so obvious? Ugh, I'm so embarrassed. Jessica tells me I need to tell Simon my feelings, but do I really have to? What if he doesn't feel the same way and it gets awkward? If the cartoon goes really well, then we may need to make more episodes, and if I confess, it may get weird, and we may not work well together anymore. I don't want to risk that, but I also can't stop thinking about what would happen if we're alone together. I mean, there's going to be... Wait, what? I mean, there's going to be Terry's friends nearby, so I really doubt we'll have any time alone together. If I were to confess, I don't want to confess in front of everyone. Ugh, I'll just have to see how the day goes. I'm more excited to just get out of this place, even if it's just for a couple of hours. Yeah, this is going to get interesting. Like, where are they going? Oh my God, so much good stuff is happening tonight. I never want to forget today. Simon likes me too. I think we may be dating now, and we get to watch the cartoon tomorrow. Okay. I need to remember it all. Today was such a good day. So yeah, this is a very exciting day for her. It was so nice getting out of the barn. I didn't realize how close we were to the town. It was a bit of a walk, but it was so pretty outside. I never realized how serene the forest is when you're not surrounded by kids and barn animals. It's so quiet. Simon was by my side the whole time. I was so tempted to ask him to hold my hand when we were climbing over some of the rocks, but not with everyone around. I know I would never have heard the end of it. When we finally got into the car... They have a car? He was sitting so close to me in the back seat. I tried to watch the windows, but they were so tinted, so I just tried to look anywhere. But Simon... If we locked eyes, I wouldn't know what I would do. So they tint the windows so they can't see where they're driving to. This is so strange. Being a runner was nice. For going out is not really fun. But it's not really fun. We just go to a grocery store and have to pick up items from the list. That Terry made for us. We can't even get fun stuff like sweets or soda. It's all really healthy stuff, which... I don't know what that says. It's good for you, but Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, it's good for you. But do you know how long it's been since I have had a Pop-Tart? Also, I learned Simon's favorite flavor was cookies and cream too. Okay. Now I need to remember each detail coming back from the store. So Simon and I brought the groceries in and unpacked them with Terry, who said we did a really good job, and then told us he had a surprise. We are going to see the cartoon tomorrow night. He said it just needs some final tweaks, and then we'll be the first to see it before everyone else. And I can't wait. Simon offered to walk me back to my cabin after we finish cleaning the barn tonight, since it'll get dark. We talked about the fun we had today, and that it'd be fun to be runners again, even if we can't do anything fun. It was nice spending time with each other outside the farm. I told him I like spending time with him, and then it all just came out, and I finally told him I liked him. He was a bit shocked at first, which scared me because I thought he didn't feel the same, but he told me he likes me too. He likes me, and he likes you, and I think we're together now. I'm just so excited. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight. I just can't wait for tomorrow. May 31st, 1997. Okay, so this is all like very recent, recent, all in the same, time frame, like recent time frame. I just saw something kind of scary, and I don't know who else to tell about it. Simon and I were cleaning the barn together, and then we heard screaming. Simon got really worried because he said it sounded just like the screams he heard when he was little. Oh no, I forgot he had those nightmares. The animals in the barn were fine, and there wasn't even a full moon. It just didn't sound like an animal. We left the barn and tried to follow the sound, yet it was dangerous. It was dangerous, but we weren't really thinking about that. We just needed to know what was going on. Then we saw blood in the middle of the field. It was fresh, and there was a lot of it. It was really gross. I don't like seeing blood, but Simon told me we had to find out what was going on. He held my hand as we followed the blood trail. I really didn't want to go any further. After that, I didn't like the sight of blood to begin with. Okay, interesting. It could have been from a wild animal. The blood led to one of the sheds behind the barn. We aren't allowed in those sheds, but Simon was really persistent on getting in. Before we even knocked on the door, Terry saw us and asked what was going on. Oh no. I saw his shoes were stained red, and this is like pixels, dude. There were some red spots on his arm. He saw me looking at him and tried to explain that he was just working with his friends to slaughter the meat. He was surprised that we didn't know this, but I never remembered him telling us that he slaughtered the animals. I guess it makes sense since we were runners. We didn't grab any meat, but I just thought that was because we had enough for the time being. Terry became really insistent that he doesn't trust how companies sell their meat, and he'd just focus on growing our own. It didn't seem unreasonable, but it was a bit strange. He smiled, but it seemed more forced. I wanted to believe Terry, but I'm still bothered by what I saw. Maybe because I didn't like blood, but I feel like we saw something we weren't meant to see. Like, why are they not breaking into that shed in the back? Like, at that point, you got to break in. June 1st, 1997. I think something is wrong with Terry. I don't know what he's doing or what he's on, but he's changed, and I don't like it. He changed the cartoon. It wasn't anything like what we made. The beginning was the same, it was so cute, but then the middle is when things got weird. The dialogue was darker, and Simon was really upset by that. Terry shouted at us to be quiet while the show played. I never heard him yell like that before. The cartoon turned violent. There was so much blood. I almost passed out, and Terry got angry at me. He told me I was overreacting and that I wasn't grateful for his help. I had no idea how to respond. I don't even understand what he did or why. I wonder if he's got that like rabies or whatever that sickness is that everyone's beginning. He told us this is how all cartoons will be moving forward. They need to be dark and show the human spirit. They need to be lessons children could understand clearly and know who is right or wrong. Simon tried to propose some changes, but Terry, I don't know what that says, it was too late. The cartoon was going to be shown to the children tomorrow, and we weren't allowed to make edits. Yeah, something happened to Terry, dude. Something bad. He got that sickness. I have no idea what's going on with Terry. That is like impossible to read. I don't even know how I read that. June 2nd, 1997. Terry's becoming delusional. He keeps saying this cartoon is going to be seen by millions of children. I have no idea how that's supposed to happen when all we have is the public access channel. I also don't want that aired everywhere. or anywhere. I'm worried Terry is getting sick. I don't know what he's become. He's so hyper something. He's so hyper now and pushing the boundaries for what is okay. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. This isn't what I wanted. This is what I wanted this, what Simon, or I wanted, why did he do this? I don't know, dude. Simon tried all he could not to get the tape shown. He begged, pleaded, nothing. Terry just smiled and told them to be confident that everything will be okay. I don't know what I should do. The funny thing is, I know I'm gonna get comments on this video like, how can he not read this? I can read it perfectly. I know how to read perfectly. When I stand in front of the class, I am an expert at it. I can't wait for those comments. June 2nd, 1997. He actually showed it to the children. I was mortified. I know the kids would be terrified. What the... Oh, she cursed, I think. Is Terry thinking, showing kids stuff like that? Simon and I tried everything we could to prevent the cartoon being shown, but Terry's friends stopped us. They wouldn't even let us into the screening room. All we could do is watch the children become horrified at what they saw. Terry had to come in to calm down the children afterwards. I was hoping maybe this would snap Terry out of whatever he's been in and realize he's acting crazy. He doesn't think so. He actually told the kids that this is what cartoons should be. Cartoons should be about learning right from wrong in the most extreme way possible. To prevent the children from falling out of line, children need to learn from their pain and use it as a canvas to create to create ideas. And then he said that's what we did. He framed this as Simon and I. I have no idea how I'm supposed to come... What? Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy. Come to school anymore, let alone the entire barn, if they think we wanted to do this. This isn't what we wanted. I don't want this. June 3rd, 1997. Simon and I found a way to meet up alone tonight. He's scared of Terry, and he's been scared ever since he was a child. He always felt like something was wrong in the barn, but he could never bring it up. He's told our friends, and at first they thought he was crazy, but after what happened today and what we don't know about Abby or Freddie, what? They thought he was crazy, but after what happened today and what we don't know about Abby or Freddie, there's something going on that Terry isn't telling us. Simon thinks there's a reason why children are missing. They're not sick, but dead. He thinks Terry did something to them. Finally, dude, finally. I honestly don't know what to believe at this point. Terry has always been like a parent to us, but I can't deny that something is wrong. Simon says we can't let Terry know how scared we are. Simon thinks Terry likes us, but after the past few days, that might change. Simon says we have to act the part and pretend nothing is wrong. I don't know if I can do that, honestly. I want to run away and never look back. If this is the truth, or if this is the true Terry, I don't want us to be around him. But Simon says the only way we can figure out what's going on is to play the part and stay close to Terry. We don't run away from this. We have to stop it. I want to stop Terry, and I want to know the truth, but I'm so effing scared. And then there's bunnies. Interesting. April 9th, 2006. So this is 7, 8, 9 years later, almost 10. I still can't believe we're having twins. I still can't believe we're here. They stayed there and had babies? What? I begged Simon that this isn't just about us now, but our children. How long before Terry does something worse? Simon keeps telling me he's working on it and that I shouldn't worry. Really effing funny how he says that as I just sit in the house weak and tired and scared of the situation we're in. It feels like I'm the crazy one for being upset about this. I'm not just worried about myself, but how the babies are going to feel. This much stress isn't good for them. I know Simon doesn't want to run away, but there comes a time and a place where he has to realize that this isn't about him anymore. This is about trying to be a hero. This isn't about trying to be a hero, just making sure we can protect ourselves. He's trying his best to be strong. I know he is, but I know he's just as scared as I am. I don't know how we're expected to go on like this. How long are we going to keep living here? Yeah, that's insane that they're still living there. Actually insane. Like, what are they doing? April 14th, 2006. I don't know how Simon is able to sit in the creative room with Terry and his friends. I can't draw in there, especially now. It would be too much on the babies. But I don't think I could stomach what what they're doing to our characters. The cartoons have gotten worse. They're so violent and terrifying. Elliot and Ella weren't meant to be like that. They were two kids trying to figure things out and learn how to become better people. I know I can't object and I have to keep quiet to keep the peace, but I don't feel good knowing that these are the things being shown to children. It's disgusting, and it sickens me that his friends all play along with him. Yeah, that's very strange. It's like suddenly they just snapped, you know? I don't know. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, this is a shorter one. So Simon isn't writing anymore. He's programming. What? Okay, so now they're making like a game. Well, at least that's better than having to write those cartoons. I could tell that since the release of that episode, Simon hasn't liked writing as much. He's focusing more on things that are analytical, not so much creative. Frankly, I think that's the best thing he could do. I know some of Terry's friends were also programmers. They worked on the sites for KMW, and Simon had a hand in those too. I don't really understand how it works, but if it makes him happy and it keeps him away from Terry, so be it. Maybe once we leave, we can make cartoons like we used to. What am I saying? That's impossible. I would have ran away a long time ago. April 21st, 2006. So Simon isn't just programming or doing programming for the websites now. Terry wants to make video games. It's coming together. I know the kids have laptops and they get us to play games on there, but I don't think that's something KMW could do. He's been coming home later at night. Apparently he has to work around the clock to get this game done quickly. So Terry doesn't just make your ideas terrifying, but also I don't know what that also robs you of any energy you have. Makes sense. I asked him what the game was about, but he doesn't even know. He's just working on the programming aspect. He hasn't even seen the art yet. I just hope this game doesn't drain him too much. I felt the baby's kick. I told Simon and he just nodded. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make him happy. Oh no, something bad is happening here, man. April 22nd, 2006. Simon told me the game is about Elliot, the same Elliot we made. He said the player controls Elliot in the game. Oh my gosh. I told Simon he shouldn't work on that project because, but he told me he needs to. He doesn't need to do anything, Terry says. Why are we still here when we could be starting our lives somewhere safer away from this? I told him he should just work on programming the websites, but he says he can't. He hasn't heard from the other programmers, and it's all falling on him for the game. I don't understand it. Even when he tells me this is just to make sure Terry doesn't get suspicious of us. Simon promised me everything is going to be okay and that something good will happen soon. It better happen soon. April 23rd, 2006. Simon just taught me a code that wasn't programming code. He calls it tap code. What? Simon just taught me a code that wasn't programming code? Okay. He calls it tap code. When you use numbers that can be translated into letters and can be used to communicate with other people. I never heard of codes like this before, and honestly, it feels good to focus on something that isn't the game, actually. Can tap code be used in the video game? I'm still not understanding how it all works. Simon seems to be really into it. It's been a while since I saw his eyes light up like that. It reminded me of when we made our first cartoon together, how happy he was to be writing the script together. I miss when we were happy like that. Interesting. April 29, 2006. I don't want to go back outside. I can't let them see me like this. Some of the girls on the farm threw me a baby shower. It was really sweet at first. Then, there was good food and games to be played. I felt normal, like things could be okay. But then came the gifts. Everything was handmade and done so wonderfully, but they were all themed after the show. I had to force the biggest smile and squint to stop myself from tearing up. I just told them I was feeling nauseous, and now I have to go back down there and pretend I'm thankful to see this crap in my house. When can I escape this? Why would they all do that? It's like a cult. April 29, 2006. I hadn't cried this much since I was little. It hurts so much. His eyes keep staring at me, and all I can think is what Terry had done. I can't unsee any of this. Simon saw the furniture and just put a blanket over it. That doesn't make this go away. I hate this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is so strange. May 2nd, 2006. I still don't know if that was real. I'm alone with my baby girl. The one baby girl. What? the one baby girl. The midwife helped me a lot. Simon and Terry were here for the birth. I didn't want Terry, but Simon wouldn't tell him to leave. I effing hate him. Something happened during the process. I still don't understand it. It hurt like heck, but I knew it would. I don't know how much it would. I didn't know how much it would actually hurt. The first baby came out, and the second, I don't know what that said, dude. And the something, I think it says second, A was shortly after. I have no idea. She told me that don't know what that says, became tangled. Oh, the cords became tangled. Terry said I had to act quickly. He said only one would survive. Oh no. I couldn't believe it was another delusion from Terry, but the midwife agreed. One of my babies died before I could even hold her. Terry first held the baby and called her the miracle child. That my firstborn gave her life to save her sister. I felt sick. I felt uneasy. Terry told me this is what was meant to be, and that each life is to be selfless. And now I'm alone with my one baby. May 4th, 2006. Simon came over tonight with the biggest smile. He told me the game was almost ready. I don't care. I don't want to play it. I'm exhausted and I don't need to see Elliot. He's insisting I must play it. He says he put something in there especially for me. I don't like this. Terry, what have you done to him? Oh no. Probably something to do with the baby, right? The other one. May 5th, 2006. The game came out today. He's so happy he wants to bring me a special copy tomorrow night. I'm not sure what he wants, and that scares me. Oh, no. So it's all leading up to the game. May 6th, 2006. Simon brought in a laptop for me to play. It's so late, though. The baby and I need to sleep. But Simon told me this is a special copy I'll love. Oh, no. How's this going to end? May 6, 2006. I have to get out of here. I can't stay. I think I got everything I needed for me and the baby. I'll read Simon's notes later. Simon, I'll miss you, but we both know this is the right decision. Oh my gosh, dude. Is that the final one? That's it. So that's the final note right there. Interesting. So that ended up being way longer than I thought. Like, that was over an hour of reading. And you guys know I can barely read as it is, but when it's in 240p and it's nearly impossible to see it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story time right there. Was not expecting to do all that, but that was pretty cool. So this obviously all leads up to the game. Like, my guess is, I think we have one more episode of the cartoon and then the game. So I think we'll be getting it this year, but this definitely hyped me up. Like, that is a very intriguing story. I want to know what's going on with this, like, village that they were living in, this, you know, weird area, and it was so intriguing, the whole story. So yeah, that was definitely a good read for sure. But anyways, I'm in this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. And wait, if you made it in the video though, I want to see how many of you guys did. Comment down below a squirrel emoji, all right? And I'll see you guys in the next one though. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.